Hello, 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 hello. I don't know if let me see who's here already. Emma, Asia, Clara. Let me see if I can get Clara to come back in. Hello, everybody. I can see you now, Clara. I'm going to put you in a waiting room. Hey, everybody. Tudo bem? Deixa-me lá ver. Eu hoje acho que está a funcionar hoje. Today, I think everything is working except my hair. I only get to see it when I look in a monitor in front of me. Vocês estão tão bem? Como é que estão? Deixa-me lá ver quem é que está aqui a ver a gente. Se já estão a ver a gente. I think so. It should be. Anyway, mas se não estão agora, vão começar a ver em pouco tempo. Isto é um live de quê? De quarta-feira, dia de St. Patrick's. Eu estou a usar o verde porque é o dia de St. Patrick's, não é por causa do Sporting, só todos os Sportinguistas, that's not the reason that I'm wearing green, but you know that. So my live is on, yay, it worked this time, porque outra vez não funcionou. Eu peço desculpa a vocês outro dia, especialmente às amigas da política, que não tivemos a oportunidade de ver ao vivo. Vi, mas estava as coisas complicadas aqui no Facebook, mas agora sim. Hi, Sporting, yeah, I'm Sporting, I'm not Sporting, é St. Patrick's, ok? It's St. Patrick's. Como é que estão? Já temos aqui umas amigas que já não vejo há muito tempo, como é normal, e eu tenho 3 mulheres comigo hoje neste live que eu admiro imenso, que eu tenho ciúmes da determinação delas, que eu conheço já há muitos anos, especialmente a Clara, já conheço a Clara há muitos anos, e porque elas fazem as atividades físicas e são tão dedicadas ao seu bem-estar que não sei como é que elas conseguem fazer o que fazem. Tem uma que está em British Columbia, Victoria, British Columbia, que vou trazer para vocês verem. Vou começar então aqui com a Maria. Vou começar com a Maria para vocês compreenderem quem é a Maria, porque ela é nova, mas eu vou depois trazer as outras todas também já daqui a pouco. Hello, Maria.
Hello, Nellie. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Vamos falar português ou inglês, o que tu quiseres. Let's
I'm
do
better
English.
with English, if that's okay.
Yes, I know you're better with English. Ok, vamos então falar um pouco sobre a Maria. Diz-me lá, onde é que tu vives, em primeiro lugar, e és natural de onde?
Sou natural nasci em São Miguel Açores e agora vivo na Naima, BC, on Vancouver Island.
Vancouver Island. Que horas é que são aí?
São 5 e 8 minutos.
Yeah. São 3 horas de diferença.
3 horas de diferença.
E como é que está o tempo aí? Está bom?
Hoje está um pouco fresquinho, começou com 3 degrees e agora está a 9, só não está muito mal.
Está mais ou menos como está aqui em Toronto, então.
Mais ou menos assim está.
Sim. Então, olha, eu vou-te apresentar as outras senhoras que tu não conheces, Maria.
Sim, mas em primeiro lugar quero-te agradecer o prazer de me convidares para este vídeo.
O prazer é todo meu. A última vez que a gente vimos foi em Riviera Maya.
I know.
I know, exatamente, fevereiro. Quando é que voltamos? No dia 8 ou something like that?
No dia 8 que eu voltei para trás,
sim. É a mesma coisa. Olha, eu vou então trazer aqui a Clara Northcott e a Emma. A Clara, que é uma mulher que a gente já temos apresentado aqui várias vezes. Olá, Clara. I could see you very well now. And I can hear you. Can you see me, Clara? No, the sound is not on Clara yet. Okay, the sound is going on. Hello, Emma. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, there she is.
I'm fine. Can you guys see each other? Okay, Clara, are you there? Sound-wise?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Oh, there she is. I see her now.
Okay, so Clara, I've known Clara since 1980s. E outro dia, por acaso, a gente vamos falar inglês e português. Eu acho que também conheço a Emma. Quando é que vieste para o Canadá, Emma?
Quando tinha 4 anos, so I don't know,
in the
49
70s?
years ago.
So yeah, because of the connection with Caesar and the friends and the family and stuff. So eu queria falar com vocês porque, como eu disse, vocês são três mulheres que eu admiro imenso, que têm uma determinação. Eu vou falar em português, mas vocês podem falar em inglês se quiser. Que têm uma determinação enorme de completar os seus objetivos. E eu não sei como é que é possível. Não sei como é que é possível vocês fazerem isto mesmo, porque a Clara, conhecemos em 88 ou 89, que foi a Maratona de Toronto, que participamos com a equipa. Lembras-te? Qual foi o ano?
Oh, yes, lembro muito bem.
Yeah.
Foi pouco tempo depois de eu ter começado a correr. Eu comecei a correr mesmo em 1980, no princípio de 1980. E a maratona em Toronto foi, se não me engano, em 1982, para aí. Eu já não me lembro exatamente.
Claro, eu acho que foi 89. Porque,
eu acho que sim.
Não, 90.
A gente foi a Nazaré em 1990.
Foi a Nazaré em 1990. Só que foram correr a meia maratona de Nazaré com equipa representando a Federação dos Empresários quando eu era presidente. Eu esta semana não, mas há umas semanas atrás, eu por acaso vi fotografias e a peça do jornal de lá que vocês trouxeram, foi uma equipa que a fez, mas a Clara já anda a correr há muito tempo. A Emma, tu podes explicar exatamente há quanto tempo é que tu andas assim envolvida nas tuas corridas também e subidas?
Só há 3 anos e meio, não é tanto como a Clara, mas só é 3 anos e meio.
Jeez.
Nas montanhas, mas eu também ia antes comecei, também ia correr. Agora é que já não tenho tempo para correr.
Porquê não tens tempo para correr? O cão não te deixa?
Ela pensou,
eu vou explicar que a Emma está no seu carro porque o cão dela não para de fazer barulho no apartamento, não em casa, e ela então foi para o carro para ter silêncio.
É isso mesmo. Mas eu agora não tenho tempo porque correr para uma Clara, sabe, para ir correr maratonas é preciso passar muito tempo a correr. E a correr não é suficientemente. Eu pensava que era, aliás, quando comecei a escalar montanhas, mas vi que correr não chegava para me treinar para o nível físico que necessitava para escalar montanhas, e então tive que fazer a decisão de correr menos e fazer outro tipo de treino. Mas eu adoro correr.
A Maria de Deus, porque a Maria foi num passeio às 9 ilhas dos Açores comigo. Era a Maria de Deus, a Maria do Céu, tem a Maria do Céu, as tuas irmãs, quais são Marias? Mas
a Maria Jorgelina, Alice dos Anjos e sou a Maria de Deus.
E a Maria de Deus. E eu posso dizer que ela se não correu em todas as ilhas, pelo menos andou em todas as ilhas.
E correu em todas elas.
E correu em 9 ilhas dos Açores. É a única mulher que ela levantava cedo e ia correr. E depois começávamos o nosso passeio, assim que era 9 horas da manhã, e ela já tinha completado uma maratona naquele dia.
Awesome!
Maria, pode explicar? Tell us why you started to run. Tell us the story of your transformation.
Sure. What happened is I'd say about 30 years ago, a friend of mine asked me why I was a walker. I've always been a walker. And a friend of mine says, hey, Maria, why don't you start running? And I said, I can't run because I have asthma. I says, oh, seriously? I says, yes. So I decided to, I pondered that. I thought, why not? So I pondered that. And one day I was walking the trails and I decided to start running from one tree to the other tree. And so I would walk from one tree to the other, and then the other tree I would start running. So I did that. And about 6 weeks later, I was passing all the trees. I said, hey, I can run. So my asthma didn't affect me at all. I think it was because I was with fresh air, the mountains and all that. That's where I started. But then I went to road running, and we did a lot of road training for marathons and for island series. Here on the island, we did some island series and all that. So that's where I first started, was on the trails. And then I went back I went to the road to do the races. And then after a while, after being injured on the road, I decided, well, I've got to hit the trail. So I've been a trail runner ever since. So yeah, it's been great.
That's awesome.
So I love running. I run almost now I'm slowing it down because I run about 4 days a week, but I used to run every day until I decided just to do a little bit of training in between, right? So you kind of have to do that. You have to do your other, a little bit of weights, and just to keep going, keep the body going. I love it. Yeah.
Maria Deus, I am a passionate cross-country runner.
Are you? Oh, wow.
So I do the cross-country series every year in the fall.
Oh, awesome.
And I just love the trails, and sometimes they're a little bit more flat than others. Other times they're very hilly, but I just love it. I just love it, and I love the mud, the hills, you name it. I just love it. Rain, shine. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful.
And that's what I do. I the road was a little bit getting hurt on the hips and stuff. So I thought my daughter created this running group called Wild Women. And so
that's good.
And so Wild Women on the Trails. So it's been wonderful. She created this group of women, and we've been on the trails ever since. So we do trail running, island series on the trails. So it's always, it's amazing. And
the pictures are amazing. The pictures you post are amazing, Maria.
And there's never a day that I don't climb a hill. So hills are the thing.
So where do you live?
I live in Nanaimo, BC, on Vancouver Island, Nanaimo. I lived in Sydney, Victoria, but I'm just in the middle of the island. Nanaimo.
I've been to Nanaimo.
Have you? Awesome.
Yes. I've been there through running. A friend of mine still lives there.
Next time you go, you can go knock on Maria's door.
You've got it. You've got it.
It was a few years ago.
Oh, which race did you do?
Oh, it was not really. I think it was a championship. And it was not in Nanaimo, but I was nearby, so I went to visit a friend of mine who lived there with his wife.
Oh, you've got to come now, because now it's all well developed and it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it.
I get jealous every time she posts a picture, and sometimes she sends me a picture, and I go, "Oh my God, this is incredible! It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful." Yes, Maria, tell me, explica a diferença que fez ao teu corpo. Quanto é que pesavas quando estavas antes de começar a correr?
I actually wasn't very heavy to start with. It didn't really change weight at all in me, because I haven't been heavy. I've always been 130, but now I'm now quite, it's the body image. It's different. It's different. I feel stronger, and I have to, I work out a little bit as well. So in between for cross training. So, but for weight, it hasn't really done anything. I don't gain any weight. I run a lot.
I know. I saw you eat
eat and I drink.
She eats so much and she doesn't gain an ounce. I sit next to her, I eat, and I gain a pound. I gain for me and for her.
No, weight has never been my issue, and running was not, and because of the reason why I ran wasn't for the weight. It was just because I wanted to, and it just makes me feel great. It gives me the freedom to be on my own, and having that, what do you call it?
Adrenaline?
It just feels great. It just feels good. Mm-hmm. It's hard to explain. I mean, a runner like our friends here, they can testify how it feels just to be out there, the freedom, it just opens your lungs, especially when you're on the trails. It's just exciting.
So did it take care of your asthma?
Yes, actually it does. Yeah, I do have a little bit of it in the spring, just for flowers and the everyday thing. But no, I've had no more problems with the asthma, and also because I moved to here, the island. I lived in Toronto for many years as well, and moving to the island, it just cured me a lot too. So,
that's what everybody says when they move to BC. BC is beautiful.
Yeah. It is gorgeous. You've got to come. If you haven't come, you've got to come.
I have actually. I ran half a marathon in Vancouver.
Did you?
My daughter went to nursing school in BC, so at UBC. So, and I went to the island. I know Nanaimo, and it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So, Emma, tell me about your mountain climb, and tell Maria, because I don't know if Maria knows your story about you starting to climb mountains to raise funds and awareness for mental health.
Okay.
I think you've seen her on my show, right?
Yes, I have. And we're doing a show. We're doing. I just did a mental health run. It's like a little challenge that we have, and we do that to raise money for these for mental health. It was just now, this last month, I did that.
That's awesome.
So we do a lot of fundraisers.
What Emma is doing is actually climbing mountains. So tell us, só para as pessoas que não se lembram da história saberem exatamente o que a Emma está a fazer.
O que a Emma está a fazer? A Emma está a fazer a subir montanhas muito altas. e a Emma tem medo das alturas, e a Emma já subiu 7 das montanhas mais altas do mundo. A Emma está a fazer os 7 cumes mais altos do mundo.
Quais as que tu já subiste? Podes dar os nomes das que tu já subiste?
Gee, this is for my memory. Okay. So, a primeira foi Carten's Pyramid, em Papua Nova Guiné. And then I did Kilimanjaro, and then I think I don't know if I did them all. I'm going to say them all in the series. But then I did Elbrus, which is in Russia, so it's the highest mountain in Europe. And then I did Vincent Massif, which is in Antarctica. I did Aconcagua, which is in Argentina.
Wow.
I did. Oh wow! I did. My light just went off. I did Mount McKinley, which is Denali, which is in Alaska, which is the tallest mountain in North America. And then I did Kosciuszko in Australia, because it's a very small mountain. It's actually only took like a couple of hours. But because there's a contestant on which mount, if Carten's Pyramid is in Asia or is in Australia, under the plates, one says it's Carten's Pyramid, the other one says it's Australia. So in order to climb the 7 summits of the world, you have to climb 8 if you want to say that you climbed the 7 summits. Sem ninguém dizer que falta ou outro. And the only one that's left is Everest, and I leave for Everest on the 4th.
Wow. Wonderful. Wow.
When do you leave for Everest?
Do climb mountains.
I do. I live on Easter, no dia de Páscoa, no dia 4 de Abril.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow, parabéns, parabéns. Já chegou a data e está aberto por causa do Covid. Eu sei que fecharam, está aberto já.
A gente era para ir o ano passado, né? Exatamente há um ano atrás, e depois fechou por causa do Covid. Mas o Nepal está aberto, portanto... Tibet is closed for foreigners still. China didn't open the borders for foreigners, but Nepal did. So we're climbing the south side, which I had no intention of climbing the south side because it has the Khumbu icefall, and it's like a Russian roulette. You can only go through. You can only go through it so many times, and that's where all the deaths occur. But I just want to get it over with now. So we are going to go and climb the south side.
And
that's
why
very
are you
courageous
doing that?
of you.
Amazing. Wow. You're inspiring me to do all those mountains.
Yeah.
So you come.
Well, tell us why you decided to do that, Emma.
So I'm doing it to raise money for CAMH, for mental health, to end the stigma for mental health. The money for these summits is earmarked and has been given, all of it until, and the rest that we raise will also be given to the New Bridgeon Clinic on CAMH on Queen Street. They were supposed to open the doors after I climbed Everest. That's why I was doing it last year. But they did open the doors in the fall. And the center, and it's a great clinic. You can walk in. It's more like a walk-in clinic for anyone that needs help.
Great.
And the funds is to staff it and to help run the clinic. And it's going really well. And the doors are open, and they still need more money, and and they need more help. So, and more awareness, and that's why I'm claiming.
Absolutely. Well, you are amazing. You are amazing.
Wow.
No,
I cannot believe that little Emma that I knew before is doing all of that. Clara, how many marathons have you run, and which ones are they?
Well, okay, so I have not been running a lot of marathons in the last few years. My last marathon was Boston in 2015.
Oh.
I have done 11 Boston marathons, and
Wow.
I have
Wow.
to say I'm very proud of them. Some of them were very, very challenging in very hot weather. And anyway, but
awesome.
I have amazing memories of Boston, and I was hoping to go there this year because it's the 125th anniversary. But with COVID, I never had a chance to qualify. So, I mean, it would have been easy for me to qualify if I had a chance to go and do a marathon because, I keep in pretty good shape. And ever since COVID hit, I'm on the road every single Sunday doing a long run, and I've been doing like really hard long runs. So I would be in pretty good shape to just pick up the distance, like increase the distance, and I would get ready for a marathon without any difficulty. But it's too bad. But anyway, what I do now is I do a lot of track. I train with U of T track, which since COVID hit, I haven't really been, we don't really go to U of T and train on the track indoors or outdoors, but we train in different parts of the city. And we definitely have kept up the workouts, and we are in very good shape. Like I train with a very core group of about 5-6 athletes, and we don't miss any workouts. And, rain, shine, or freezing cold weather, we're out there committed and doing the work. So I just, we're passionate athletes, and I just love training with these athletes. And, it's just wonderful. I mean, I love this sport, and it's been wonderful for my life. And I hope that through it, I inspire others around me. And I think I do because they tell me on a regular basis. And, if I can help others maximize their best, or, help them make the most of their lives, why not, So this is what I hope to continue to do through the sport.
Well,
that's awesome, Clara.
Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been doing this for 40 years.
You want to do the Boston Marathon, Emma, when you come back from Everest?
Yeah, that's on my to-do list. Maybe Clara can train me. We can train together when I get back.
Yeah, sure.
But
Emma, I love mountains, and I'd love to. I've climbed the Grossmorn in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
That is one mountain.
Yeah, that is a mountain.
It took us about a little over 5 hours.
Clara, sorry, ladies. Clara, can you move back a little bit because your head is cutting off on the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just move back a little bit so that we can have more of your image of you.
That?
Okay.
The four of us can just go to BC and
okay, listen. I don't even know if I qualify to be the water girl for you.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I I think you
I would
do.
probably have to sprint a little bit, not to slow you down, to hand you that bottle, and I don't think I can do that.
No, I think you can. We can all just
can.
want to be seen.
Never say you can't.
Não,
You can always do.
Maria. É verdade. O que é que praticar o desporto é para vocês? Like, what does it do for you, Maria? Practicing your sport.
Oh my God! It just fills my soul. It just fills my soul with just being out there and training. If I'm doing a race, but lately we haven't been able to race for the last year and a half now. So when it's with the Island Series or any other races, it's just it just fills my soul to be out there, and it makes me feel good about myself. It gives me the freedom to move my body the way I want it to move, and also it keeps me young to keep up with my daughter, my grandkids, and now
You're
my
a great grandmother. You just became a great grandmother.
I just been promoted. I just been promoted to be a great grandmother.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you. He's 2 weeks old.
Oh,
That's wonderful.
So yeah, so it's just to be healthy. I mean, the main goal is to keep healthy and going through obstacles in our lives, that I conquer them, and it feels good to be able to do that and feel good about yourself and feeling healthy.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Emma, o que é que fazer o que tu fazes, o que é que faz para ti pessoalmente?
It helps with my mental health, a saúde mental. Aliás, quando comecei a correr, era para angariar fundos para o ALS. Eu não sei se te lembras. Eu tinha dito isso, que era para um dos meus empregados que foi diagnosticado com ALS, e foi por isso que eu comecei a correr. And I hated running.
Oh.
and then e foi quando I was running a marathon in his memory, because he had passed away in Toronto, that I thought what I was going to do after that, and why I wasn't going to run anymore. And then foi por causa da minha mãe ter falecido. And then I thought, okay, then I have to deal with this, and it's mental health. And that is how I started climbing mountains for mental health, and Peaks for Change was born. But running and training é saúde mental. Eu posso passar having a really bad day, ter um dia bastante mal, ou montes, mesmo quando a gente está com montes de problemas, e nós todos temos problemas, e mesmo agora com o Covid, toda a gente está em casa, e os problemas todos, e a ansiedade. Sair para a rua é sair ao ar livre, go out for a hike or a run. Faz tão bem. Para mim é a saúde mental. É a minha mente.
E sentes-te muito melhor quando, antes ou depois, ou só durante, ou tem alturas em que ainda tens aquelas quedas? E o que é que fazes quando isso acontece?
Vou correr mais.
Run.
Yeah, it's actually às vezes mesmo quando começo, and I'm really bad, after a while it gets better, and I think I spend the day better. And actually a friend of mine this other day, I was going through some stuff, and I was told there's nothing like a really long hike on a very small mountain. He was being sarcastic because I'm climbing Everest. Yeah, and it's, it's just quando uma pessoa está a correr ou a escalar, uma pessoa só tem que... A mente fica focada no nosso passo, e faz tão bem aliviar os nossos problemas e a nossa mente. É por isso que eu acho que fazer exercício, irmos correr e ir para a rua e participarmos em exercício na rua faz tão bem à saúde mental.
Bem, mesmo
with you.
Mesmo aqui, Clara, e tu tens também sentido a mesma... para ti, parece que a adrenalina que tu tens já há anos, parece que nasceste dessa forma. Eu não sei
Por acaso até eu não comecei a correr até aos 25 anos. Eu agora tenho já 66 anos. Não sinto que tenha tanta idade, mas já corro há mais de 40 anos e para mim a corrida é uma forma de meditação. E quando vou correr, raramente uso os meus headphones. Geralmente é tempo para mim própria. Às vezes eu treino com outras pessoas, mas a maior parte das minhas corridas eu vou sozinha, mesmo as corridas mais longas. Às vezes eu corro com uma irmã minha que também já tem ido a Boston muitas vezes. A maior parte das pessoas na minha família, todos correm.
É verdade,
correm,
o teu irmão corria também, todos eles correm,
todos
não é?
Têm muitos que correm.
E quantos estão na família? Já agora dá o número de quantos estão na família em total?
9. Um dos meus irmãos faleceu com MS em 2013. Ele era ele jogava soccer. E ele era capitão da sua equipa em Cambridge, de maneira que foi uma tristeza muito grande para a família. Mas há muitos corredores na família. Tenho 4 irmãos que ainda correm, e a minha irmã, a Ana. Acabei agora de correr esta tarde com ela, tivemos uma corrida muito boa em Lorne Park. Mas correr para mim é uma oportunidade para pensar. Às vezes eu também tenho que motivar para ir correr, porque a gente nem todo dia é fácil, de maneira que é preciso fazer um esforço de vez em quando, mesmo para quem já corre há muito tempo. Há dias que são mais difíceis, mas uma vez que se possa chegar à rua, tudo muda. A gente volta e é como como é que se diz, uma mudança completa. E é muito bom para a self-esteem, qualquer forma de desporto, andar, seja lá o que for. A gente não tem desculpas nenhumas. É tão fácil de ir à rua, andar um bocadinho, 10 minutos, 20 minutos, meia hora, 1 hora, seja lá o que for, com um familiar, sozinhos, às vezes é tão bom parar e cheirar as flores, não é?
Era essa a minha pergunta a seguir, era como é o conselho que vocês dão para as pessoas principiar? A Clara já me deu muitos conselhos, ela até ofereceu-me uma vez um par de sapatos. I have them as a souvenir because she's so good. I gotta keep them. But ela, o que é o conselho, Maria? What advice do you give to people that would want to start doing something physical? Not necessarily going to climb mountains and hills every day, but something like to start. What would you suggest?
Yeah, just go outside and like our friends are saying here, just get some running shoes. Get yourself shoes are very important. Get yourself a good pair of walking shoes. Start walking, like you're saying, 10 minutes walking every day. Increase that, increase that for another 15 minutes. Then the next couple of days, take a break. Next couple of days, go again, and just increase slowly until you become to love it. And then, like you're saying, sometimes running is a little hard, but you know what? You put your shoes on, and when you come back, it's like you feel like another person. You're filled with, everything that your whatever was working in your head, it's all clear.
Yes.
And that's what I tell the people. If you're having a bad day, get your shoes on, go. And sometimes you don't want to leave. And it's like, the weather, it's not so great out there. It's raining or whatever. But, put on a pair of shoes, guaranteed. Put a nice warm jacket if it's cold, shoes on, and there you go. And you know what? You will get hooked. Trust me, you will get hooked.
True.
It's amazing. Pardon me?
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Get some rain gear, and you know what?
Gear on.
It's actually really good running in the rain.
I love it.
Oh, yes. I think we all...
muddy.
Vocês gostam de correr quando está a chover?
Yeah.
Yes.
we all speak the same language.
Yeah, we do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Olha que
It's
interessante. Claro, como
If I waited...
qual é a sugestão que tu dás para as pessoas que quiserem começar a treinar para talvez fazer uma pequena corrida oficial?
Olha, a primeira coisa que eu vou dizer é a pessoa ir em frente ao espelho e ter uma conversa consigo própria. e dizer a si própria: eu tenho que fazer isto, eu sou capaz de fazer isto.
That's right.
E a primeira coisa que eu tenho que fazer é só começar, é só iniciar.
That's
e para a frente é que é o caminho.
That's right.
Pois,
You know?
é interessantíssimo porque a gente aprende a andar com um ano ou um pouco mais ou um pouco menos, e depois, quando a gente já temos aquela sabedoria, a gente queremos estar sentadas, a maioria, não é vocês? A gente levou tanto tempo para aprender a andar, agora não estou a usar as pernas tanto como queria ter usado. Emma, e o que é o teu conselho? Não é tanto para subir as montanhas, mas só para se manter física, uma pessoa manter física. Como é que tu ficas motivada para isso?
É como a Maria e a Clara disseram, é sair, não é preciso ir correr, não é preciso ir a ganhar, fazer maratonas, é só mesmo ir para a rua. Pôr uns sapatos, se estiver frio, põe-se uma camisola, um casaco maior, um gorro. It's amazing what a nice pair of hat and some gloves does in the fresh air. And just go out there. And se começar a dar jogging, jog. If you just feel like walking, walk. And just be there in the fresh air and make it a habit.
Yes.
Maybe depois do jantar todos os dias, 10 minutos, 15 minutos, até que vai já no verão, como os dias são maiores, pode-se passar meia hora, uma hora. Ajuda a dormir à noite. Mas fazer o habit. Uma pessoa, se começar a ficar com o hábito, eu acho que tinha sido a Maria, que disse... torna-se um vício.
That's right.
Eu às vezes, right?
It's an addiction.
Não consigo.
It's an addiction.
Yes.
Sim,
Eu não consigo.
mas é
But a good addiction.
It's a good addiction. É um bom vício. Uma pessoa, o nosso corpo começa a precisar de ir à rua, de ter aquele tempo sozinho, I think.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Right?
Totally.
A Maria corria
Yeah.
Sim, Maria, corrias de árvore para árvore no princípio.
That's how I started.
Qual era a distância dessas árvores? Tu vives numa área que tem tantas árvores, deviam saber.
I knew you were going to ask me that.
As árvores
That's a good one.
That was a very good one. Okay, let's just say it'll be the distance of post to post outside on the road, right?
Okay.
But I would pick a few, good trees that I could remember. Yeah. So that's how I started running up on the trails. But on the road, if you pick a light post to a light post, just walk it. The next time, just jog a little bit. And like I said, you get hooked, and you crave for that. You get that craving. And people that are not runners or walkers, they say, how do you crave to go and get?
Exactly what I was thinking. Like, how do you get that craving? I mean, I crave chocolate cake.
That's okay. But you know what you can do? You can have the chocolate cake when you get home.
There you go.
I instead of the trees, one time I started doing some walking, and we decided to do it from parking meter to parking meter.
There you go.
But there were too many parking meters, and so I started a game of checking to see if there was money in the parking meter still. I made like $1 on my way on my walk.
An incentive,
It wasn't
eh?
too bad. No, then we went to then we just stopped at a pub to have a beer.
Well,
There you
that's
go.
okay. Hey,
It's all good. It's all good.
there's races you can have beer at the end.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah, see?
There are races
What?
where you can go from
Yeah.
pub to pub.
I trade mine for a glass of wine instead.
I'm in that race with you guys. Okay, I will wait at the door of every pub as you're coming in. As you're coming in. Yeah. Eu queria mesmo falar com vocês porque eu tenho que me motivar muito para fazer algo e eu sei que já há anos e anos e anos eu digo faço isto, faço aquilo e não tenho feito seguido, não tenho o hábito. I haven't created that habit of doing it and I need to do that. So and you know, Maria, you know I have a bad knee. Remember my bad
Yes,
knee?
yes.
Maria,
How is that doing? Is it better?
it's a little better. It's a little better. So no, it wasn't that I used it as an excuse not to run in every island with Maria.
I did invite you, didn't I?
I guess you did.
I
Yes,
said,
you did.
we don't have to run. I said, let's go just for a little walk. But I know life gets in the way, right?
Yeah, I would watch her from my hotel room window go by. Oh, there goes Maria. She'll be back.
Yeah.
Mas olha que por acaso é uma das coisas que é extremamente bonito fazer e lembras-te que a gente falamos em levar um grupo para irem correr a todas as ilhas com a Maria.
I want to do that one day.
And she wants to climb Pico Island. So
That's on my
organize-
bucket list.
Yeah, my
I
husband.
would go.
Yeah, there you go. My husband
Have
did
you
that.
done it?
No, I haven't.
No,
Okay, that's on my bucket list. I love to. Oh, I love to.
Last year on Women's Day, I was a speaker and there was a lot of ladies from Pico and they were all like, you have to come. And I was like, okay, we'll organize a climb and we'll all go to Pico and climb.
Oh, I love that. Put me on the list.
Yeah.
So see, Nellie, you have that to organize.
Yeah, we're
now.
going to organize a running of the islands and because they actually do have trail running in the Azores as a sport, and I get all the emails of the different trail running that they have.
That's awesome.
Nellie, Nellie,
See?
maybe you can motivate yourself to train towards that.
You know what? That's a very good point. Thank you, Clara. I think so. And tomorrow, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go out and walk tomorrow. And I have a park across the street. Like I could do tree to tree. So I'm going to film myself doing it and I'll post it.
I'm going to wait for that.
I'll post it tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna
for
wait
that.
for that.
I'll post it tomorrow.
Nellie, it's easy. You can do it.
I'm
Yes,
going to
she
do it.
can.
My knee is better. It's not as bad as it was a couple of years ago, so it's better. Quantos quilómetros é que tu pensas que já correste, Clara?
Oh my
Do you,
goodness.
do you have any idea?
Ai, não faço a mínima ideia.
No, why don't you write these things down, woman?
Oh my God, I've run so much.
Statistics are
I mean,
important.
between all the international championships that I've done, so many races in each championship, all the cross-country races that I do every year, all the marathons, all the half marathons, it's incredible.
And you've broken some records, haven't you, for your
I've
age
broken
group?
some Canadian records. Like I broke
Wow.
last year in February, I broke the Canadian record for women of my age category in the 5,000 meters indoors.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Congratulations.
I've broken some other records
Congratulations.
before, but people someone broke it again. So, but this one still stands.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Beautiful.
E tu, Maria, tens feito tens ganho algumas medalhas nas tuas corridas no que tu fazes? Ou não é por isso que tu fazes? You don't do it for competition.
Yes.
But,
Well, there was a time that I felt like I wanted to compete, but I have a lot of medals. But right now they're all in a box because we're in the midst of moving to our
yes,
new
you
home.
told me that.
So I don't have anything, but I do have someone made me a big like a wall hanging,
Yeah.
and it's got about 3 or 4. There's 3 ladies. There's little ladies running. It's my 2 daughters and myself. And so I've got all my medals hanging there. I've got a lot of medals, yeah. But not like yourselves out there. My goodness, you girls.
Maria, I'm not
Yes.
moving I'm not moving, but all my medals are in a box. The only medals I have on display is my 11 Boston medals that are in a shadow box.
Wow. I haven't got one of
Everything
those.
else is in a box, and it's a very heavy box.
I'm sure it is. No, I haven't ran in Boston or any big places like that, but I have run, marathons and half marathons. I can't count them half marathons, but and also other races that we have throughout the years, and all the other races. But at the same time, I have every year I line them all up. Then I put them in the box. And then started again.
Very good. E tu, Emma, nas tuas competições é algo que tem alguns prémios, alguma coisa? Tu não tens entrado em competições, tens?
Não, eu quando vou correr, uma vez, como eu disse ao meu neto, quando ele... on one of my marathons, he goes, "But you didn't come first." And I said, because I had my medal, everybody gets a medal. Right. And I said, "Yeah, honey, but we all don't have to come first.
No,
you just go there to run.
Just do it. Yeah, just run."
That was the thing. He goes, "You got a medal, but you didn't come first. But you don't have to come first. You just have to go participate."
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And that helps me defend my I went to China, and a majority of my group climbed the wall, the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
I was there, so I bought myself the medal. Like I have, I have the medal like everybody else, and they're going, "But you went up like 5 steps." I said, "That's all I could do," but I'm still here.
Anticipation.
You
did it.
Do you guys get it now? I deserve that medal.
Exactly. I think so too.
The shop, the souvenir shop, sells the medals at the bottom that they go and get all the way to the top of the mountain, and I'm like, "Oh, look at this." A little bit of cheating here and there. Okay, I want to know, what is your breakfast of the day? What do you do for breakfast, Clara?
Well, it varies. I eat a lot of fruit. I take my vitamins in the morning. I take iron. I didn't always take iron, but my iron was always so low. So I started taking iron regularly a few years ago. And my iron went from like 12 to 18 to 75 and even 135.
Wow.
So it was definitely the right thing to do. I really needed to do that. So I do that every morning, and I take a vitamin D3, and I just take it with fruit. Sometimes, I don't know, it just varies. I like some nuts. I do know what's good for me. So, whatever works. I eat bananas is a big thing.
I was going to say that's my number one.
Bananas is a big thing for me because potassium. And whenever I go to my training, I always take a drink that I put together with different things. One of my coaches instructed me to do that. And, it's like part juice, a little bit of glutamine, which is good for your joints and, faster recovery, water, and, Gatorade or whatever you choose to, like in equal parts. So I do that, and I'm telling you, like, I'm not one to get injured very often at all. Everybody is in my track club. Because, I listen to my body. If I have little things, I pay attention and I take care of it. I nip it in the bud. But I do eat lots of vegetables. I pay attention on getting lots of protein. I don't eat a lot of red meat, but I eat some. Lots of fish, lots of chicken, but lots of vegetables. And I am Portuguese. I love bread, and I eat a lot of cheese too. I try to stay away from it, but I just can't help myself.
Do you remember when there was a time and when we had the team, Team Portugal? What was the name of it? Os Navegadores. Não era? Era os Navegadores.
I think so.
I think it was.
That was a long time ago. I still have pictures.
Because everybody, all the runners wanted to eat up on pasta. So we had a spaghetti dinner at the first Portuguese.
I
is that
remember
something
that.
is that something that people still do? Because I don't hear that.
Yeah,
Before race.
for a marathon. Pasta is very good. Yeah.
Okay. So having it for breakfast is not on the menu.
No.
That's good for
Dinner.
like an early dinner before 2 days
early
before
dinner.
a marathon is a good timing.
Good timing for that.
Exactly, yeah.
E tu, Maria, o que é que tu comes de manhã?
For breakfast, well, as of today, like a normal day, I would have a half a banana to start my day, and I'll go to a run. But or steel cut oats. That's what I have. Steel cut oats. I make them and I keep them in the fridge. I have a little bowl. But usually I don't like to eat too much before a run. You know, if it's a race, if I'm doing a race, then I'll have a boiled egg, a protein.
It's very good.
Boiled egg, half a banana, and a mini bagel. And those are the three things that I will eat before a race. But in a normal day for a run or whatever, I don't usually like to eat very much. Half a banana is just plenty. Or if I'm going for a 15K, then I'll have a shake or something. But when I'm training, I do make sure that I have a protein shake before I go and do a big train, you know, and that's what I do. But no more days of banana.
I want to ask him.
Banana. It's going to make a big difference.
What do you eat when you're a whole banana?
It's too much in my stomach.
A whole banana is too much for you guys, so half a banana. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it depends how big the banana is, for heaven's sakes. Okay, maybe banana have a full one, but a big one, I have a half.
I sometimes have half a bagel with the peanut butter. That's good.
Yeah.
Very good for before a race, like an hour and a half, 2 hours before a race.
It all depends what you're doing, but on a normal day when you're just going for a little run or whatever, you know, either sometimes I don't eat anything and I'll just go for a run and come back and then I'll have my steel cut oats is my main one with a banana and a boiled egg. I love that.
What's breakfast like at the top of a mountain?
Yeah.
Oh,
actually, at the top of a mountain, it's actually hard to eat because you lose your appetite. You have to force yourself.
See? Yeah.
But it's usually... when we're up really high, it's usually eggs. Even though I'm a vegetarian, I will eat eggs up there. Bagels,
fruit,
a lot of cream cheese. We don't need fruit on top of a mountain because we don't. You can't take it; it'll be rotten because you're there so long, and so we don't need a lot of fruit when you're climbing. I do have a dehydrated fruit now to take with me to Everest since I'm going to be there so long. But fruit is something that I miss when I'm out because I eat a lot of fruit and because I am vegetarian. So the majority of my meals are around fruit and beans and cheese. I am not vegan because I'm Portuguese. I can't give up cheese.
Me too. I love cheese. I don't need butter. But I love bread.
I agree. Me too.
And red wine. How about wine? Is there alcohol on your diet?
Yeah,
Maria drinks wine. I know because I've had a few bottles with her.
But not often. I
love wine just for the
I love wine. I have a glass of wine every day, a red wine with dinner every day.
There you go.
That's nice.
See?
And
wine.
I've heard red wine is really good for you.
We'll go with that.
All right.
I love wine too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, red wine. Yeah. Nice full-bodied glass of red wine.
You got it. Yes.
Eu quero saber só o seguinte. Vocês começaram já há muitos anos. Há alguma idade em que as pessoas param de fazer assim tanta atividade física como vocês fazem?
No.
I think so.
No.
É porque
listen to your body. That's all I can say, right?
So you can be in the 60s like Clara. I'm not going to say 70s for Maria.
Pretty close. I'm there. I'm almost there. Doesn't matter.
Actually, there's 3 women. There was a study done in in McGill University, and the 3 runners were from BC, and they were all on their 80 females. And when they looked at their bones and studied their cartilage, they had the bones and the cartilage of a 30 to 40-year-old woman. And that was because they were always running. I saw her 3 or 4 years ago in an article, and it's based on studies that McGill University did. So, não há idade nenhuma para ter que vai correr.
Well,
there's no age limit.
There's no age limit then for any of this. I remember there was an older gentleman that was part of the Portuguese team. He was in his late 70s. And he won a medal. He came first for his age category. And he was so happy.
Are we talking about Tony?
He actually donated. I have his medal. He gave it to me. And he's like, That's came special. First on my age category. And then he says to me, I was the only one running in my age category.
Regardless.
And then he gave me the medal because I'm the one that had set up that team, not me alone, but we had a committee that set up that the Portuguese team that ran in the Toronto Marathon. Nations. Olha, eu quero sim.
Nellie,
is Carlos, your mom is there with you?
No, my mom passed away. No, Carlos just came home. But I wanted to say my mom was 86 years old, and she did her first race, and she won her first medal because she was the only one on that 5K race, and she did it. She was 86. 86. She didn't run, but she just did the best she could, walking. And so my daughter and I were on that race, and we did our 5K, and it was a quick 5K race. But I got my mom in it, so we had the 3 generations on that.
That's amazing.
That's
awesome, Maria.
Fantástico.
She loved it.
Muito bem. Olha, ele tem 26 anos para praticar, então, que só tem 60.
You got it, girl. We'll call you tomorrow. See if you can shoot.
I bet you will. I bet you will.
We have to see you go from tree to tree on Facebook.
I'm going to show you guys that tomorrow. I'm promising that to my followers on social media, so I'll have to do it. Clara, quais são os planos que tu tens este ano? What's up this year? 2021, better than 2020.
I really look forward to racing again. I mean, I'm not worried about racing because I kept in shape and I've been training. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there. And, I have a lot of athletes friends in the States. I went to a couple of U.S. indoor championships and I came home with some medals, and it was a fantastic experience. I was actually on my way to Baton Rouge for the indoors when COVID hit, and my trip was canceled the night before. So I'm really looking forward to racing again.
I remember that, and I don't think your Airbnb was giving you your money back, right?
No, they didn't. They never gave me the money back. And my trip was directly affected by COVID. So they really did not. They went back on their word. But American Airlines, they gave me a credit, so I have an open air ticket that's valid until the end of this year, and I also got my money returned to the hotel. Gave me my money back in Baton Rouge, so it was okay. Everybody did well except whatever. I try to forget their name.
Yeah, I know. Good idea. Well, Emma, então no dia 4, domingo de Páscoa, tu sais de Toronto para onde?
Por agora vou, because I vou with Qatar Airlines, so Toronto, Montreal, Doha in Qatar, and then from Doha to Kathmandu.
Wow,
Kathmandu, nice.
Quanto tempo vai demorar para subir a montanha Everest?
A escala agora estou prevista para chegar a voltar no dia 1 de junho, mas eu acho que é a partir do dia 11 de maio que a gente começa a ver quando é que está a janela, like the weather window open, because you have to wait for that weather window. So after May 11th, we wait for the weather window and start making and just hope for the best.
Emma, quantas pessoas? How many people are you going with?
Well, my group, I'm going with a mountain trip. They're out of the U.S. and I've climbed Denali with them. We're 10 this year and 3 guides, and we have 2 Sherpas each. But it's 10. Last year it was a group of 5, and then we got canceled, obviously. And then this year it's the same group of 5, and 5 other people joined. So it's 10 of us. There's 7 gentlemen and 3 women. It's myself, a young lady from the UK who she's Polish, and another lady from South Africa.
Wow.
That's amazing. What an experience, eh?
What an experience. Have a wonderful time there, and all the very best.
Thank you.
We'll be rooting for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Keep us posted. I mean, try to post things on social media because we are going to be looking out for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that this year, Manuel from Camões Radio, they're going to try and do updates as much as they can, almost daily, where I am.
Okay.
So just listen in, and and they'll be on our website. And I have my
Which
GPS.
website is that? Which one of the websites?
Peaks for Change.
Peaks for Change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peaks
So
for
Peaks for Change, peaksforchangefoundation.org. And there is already a thing that says follow the climb. And you will actually be able to see, just like any other climb, you can actually see where I am in the mountain because I have a GPS with me all the time.
Well, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to be following you while
you
I
can
walk.
Send me messages too.
While I walk from tree to tree. It's going to be wonderful.
Yes, tree to tree.
Tree to tree. Maria, quantas árvores é que ainda te falta de veres aí em Namo, BC?
I still have a few mountains to climb that I like to. Yes, I do. There's so many mountains here. And this summer, we're going to be looking forward to going up island to the tip of the island here on BC. And my daughter, we're hoping that COVID opens up a bit more so we can get our Wild Women group to go up there and have about a week up north. And then we'll do a few peaks every day. We'll do some hiking and do a few different mountains. We haven't got all that organized yet, but that's the plan. So we can have about 10 ladies go up and do a few hiking trips and climb a mountain every day.
Well,
this is the perfect time because spring is upon us. So lots to look forward to.
Yeah, lots to it. And I'm hoping COVID would allow us all this will be opening up so that we can get our groups back together and have fun, enjoy it.
A lot of people have already gotten vaccinated.
I haven't yet. But,
I did.
I did. A lot of people have. Yeah.
Eu tive a vacina sábado passado.
Oh,
E tu, Emma,
I saw. It's awesome.
tu é preciso de ter vacina do Covid? Há alguma preocupação com isso?
For me?
Sim.
No, we have to get tested and I have to quarantine. I started today before I leave, so to make sure I'm healthy, just to make sure I'm healthy. And then we have rapid tests that we're taking up with us. And but no, in Nepal, as long as we test negative before 72 hours before we leave, we're good. And it wasn't necessary to be vaccinated, but it works out that the majority of the group, because they're from the US, eles já estão quase todos vacinados, nós é que não.
Yeah.
Eles quase estão todos vacinados, so...
it's incredible. They're doing a great job in the US.
Yeah.
Those vaccines are really, they're moving.
É verdade. Okay, Maria, mostra-me o teu t-shirt. Show me that t-shirt. Mostra-me lá isso. Wild women, always on adventure.
Always an adventure.
Eu quero um t-shirt desses, ok? Isso é o clube das mulheres que andam contigo, não é?
It's my daughter that created this, and she designed a shirt, and we've got T-shirts, and bandanas, and also sweatshirts, and we wear them to our races, and everybody knows we're the wild women on the trails. I love it. She created about 7 years ago. She created this the group of women. It's so that women can call each other and just say, "Hey, do you want to go for a run?" So that they're not alone on the trail. We're never alone on the trail. We can take a friend and go on. So we meet 2-3 times a week, but not right now. But I'm in my daughter's bubble, so we run all the time on the weekend together. But yeah, so then we got about 2 or 3 ladies that we stick together, and we run every weekend together. But once this opens up, our group comes back up. She's got about 1,400 followers, and
wow,
that's
awesome.
Yeah, we don't all get together, but they're all over the place. So if you go to Victoria, you call your friends. And
Vas encontrar wild women in Victoria.
Yes, absolutely. So when you come over to Nanaimo, look for us, wild women.
Maria, stay away from those grizzly bears on the trails.
You know what? With all this, all these mountains that we've climbed here, I haven't even seen one.
I know.
No,
I guess they're afraid of the wild women.
Pardon me?
They're afraid of the wild women.
You got it. We're still out.
Não é só da wild women, é da Portuguese wild women. É mais perigoso ainda que é, mais perigoso.
Every time someone's on the trail that says, "I knew you guys were out here," you could hear them a mile away.
Yeah.
Muito bem, olha, senhoras, meninas, quero agradecer imenso o seu tempo, que eu sei que vocês normalmente deitam cedo, ou ainda é cedo para ti. A que horas estão aí? São o quê? 6 horas?
It's 6 o'clock, 6:11 here. I still, yeah.
Aí é cedo.
And for a glass of red wine.
That's right. That's next with dinner.
Muito bem, obrigada a vocês as três, ok? Obrigada, Clara, por todos os seus conselhos. Desta vez, Clara, eu vou começar devagarinho, mas desta vez vou começar, está bem?
Está bem.
Eu tenho muita motivação para o fazer, porque eu vejo que com o Covid toda a gente tem engordado um pouco mais, não temos saído tanto como a gente saíamos antes, e eu tenho um par de sapatos que posso usar.
That's right.
Para isso, só tenho que começar isso. Muito obrigada, Clara. Boa sorte com tudo este ano. Espero que consigas ir a algumas corridas.
Yes, for
some
sure.
of your favorite ones. So keep in touch, ok? E se houver alguma coisa, a Clara, se ganhares mais alguma medalha, por favor, entre em contato comigo, que eu quero vê-la.
Nellie, we should do this again when Emma comes back.
Yes, we should.
Já tenho aqui pessoas a dizer que vão fazer o following e eu vou pôr o link também. Eu acho que o Matthew já pôs para as pessoas fazerem, e depois também, obviamente, para a gente saber como é que tu estás e para poder fazer. Vamos fazer uma reunião com mais wild women. Quando
quando eu voltar, Nellie, we can go up Blue Mountain. So and we can just go for a nice hike.
I'd love to do that. I would love to do that.
See?
I like Blue Mountain and Collingwood. They have great bars and restaurants. I mean,
Let's do that.
See?
We'll
go up and then we'll come down and have a glass of wine.
All right, tá bem
do
então.
that.
Tá bem. Obrigada, Maria. Thank you so much. Foi um prazer ver-te. Já a gente tem-vos falado, comunicado, mas não temos te visto assim desde a Riviera Maya. Foi a última vez que a gente estivemos juntas, não foi?
Yeah, it was.
Foi um excelente tempo. Ainda bem que a gente fomos naquela altura, senão nunca tínhamos.
I know. We wouldn't have had it. I want to thank you so much for inviting me to this.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And these women here are like amazing women.
Thank you.
This was a great group
Go
of
climb some
women.
mountains, ladies. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Pleasure being here with all of you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Muito obrigada a
And
todas.
Nellie, go to the park tomorrow.
I am. I'm going to show you. Eu vou-te mandar um vídeo, tá bem?
Beijinhos.
Obrigada. Bye bye, Clara.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Emma,
Bye, ladies.
eu quero-te agradecer imenso, desejar-te mais uma vez boa sorte.
Obrigado.
E mantém-te segura, que é o que é muito importante, tens de manter-te segura, porque não vais fazer uma coisa muito fácil e vais fazer uma coisa que pouca gente tem feito no mundo. Parabéns.
Thank you.
Já chegou o
Thank you,
dia.
Nellie.
Muito obrigada por tudo o que tens feito também para trazer atenção à saúde mental.
Obrigado.
Trabalho excelente.
And thank you for your support. It means
You're
a lot.
welcome. Obrigada também.
Beautiful.
Okay? Say hi to the family, the
I
grandchildren
will.
and
You
everybody.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ok, well, bye-bye to you too, and thank you very much. Mais uma vez estás aí, estás num lugar muito bonito. Um dia tens que fazer de lá de fora da rua para a gente ver as montanhas.
We will. I will.
Para a gente ver as montanhas. Obrigada, Maria, por concordar
so
em
much.
fazer isto. Foi um prazer. And always a motivational person, and I can't wait to do the 9 Islands with you again.
I'd love to. It's a promise. Let's do it again.
Okay, let's do
This
it
time
again.
you're going to walk with me.
Ok,
Every island.
tá bem. Obrigada. Eu acho que
Thank
tu
you
és
so much.
és a única pessoa que foi numa excursão comigo que correu em todas as ilhas.
I did.
Eu tenho um senhor que cantou em todas as ilhas porque ele era cantor. Mesmo que fosse dentro do autocarro para a gente, mas ele cantou em todas as ilhas. Tu correste em todas. Obrigada.
Com prazer. Obrigada.
Bye-bye.
Deus. Boa noite.
Boa noite. Thank you. E também muito obrigada a vocês por estarem aqui comigo nesta noite para a gente poder conversar. E eu queria apresentá-las porque, como estou a fazer estas conversas com mulheres durante o mês de março, estas mulheres que são tão motivadoras no que fazem, não só para elas próprias, mas também para incentivar outras pessoas. Espero que vocês gostaram da conversa e que também têm os seus sapatos prontos para começar a fazer uma caminhadazinha todos os dias um pouco como a Maria ou a Emma ou também a Clara nos disseram. Obrigada, eu vou voltar aqui na sexta-feira com mais um Facebook Live para a gente com conversas interessantíssimas. Espero que gostaram da conversa de hoje. Muito obrigada e boa noite a vocês. Bye bye. See you very, very soon. Na sexta-feira, depois da manhã, tá bem? Obrigada, bye bye, boa noite.